the highway superintendent has been excused. He's preparing for a big snowstorm tonight, so hopefully he's getting some rest. Okay, so please stand and join me to the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It's humming though. We got a lot of feedback. Okay, and I forgot to include that our Health and Wellness Director, Sarah Max, has also been excused. Okay, move on to Freedom of Information request. I decided not to report those tonight. We'll move on to public comment. Anybody like to come forward and give your name? Please do so.
Kelly Zegler, Lake Zurich. I recognize that the Ela assessor role has been filled, but I do wish to go on record with the details of the inconsistency in how the township board has managed the role since filling the vacancy over 2+ years ago. The first probationary 4-month-long contract was from November 21 to February 22, and a subsequent 10-month contract from March of 22 to December of 22 were with Penelope Herr. Both contracts were part-time employment, specifying 30-hour a week at $37.50 an hour. Both contracts included a reference and presumably an expectation as to the normal assessor office's business hours. The third contract was written for the full calendar year of 2023, also with Ms. Herr, and for full-time work with an expected average of 35 hours a week, dependent upon the department's needs. And that hourly rate was increased by 6.7% to $40 an hour. With regards to pay, as I understand it from FOIAs, there were 2 bonuses that got paid to Ms. Herr during the first 5 months of 23. The assessor qualified for these 2 bonuses, which I understand totaled $6,000 based on the township's 3-year level of assessment and estimated coefficient of dispersion. I'm not the assessor, but it sounds as if this qualifier is in part the result of the efforts by Ms. Herr's predecessors. After Ms. Herr resigned, the board contracted Mr. Zielinski. His contract was for a longer term, August of 23 through December of 25, 2 years and 5 months. This 4th contract had an annual salary of $90,722 and noted Mr. Zielinski had to devote a minimum of 35 hours a week in office. At 35 hours a week, this annual salary translates to just under $50 an hour. 6 weeks in, the contract gets terminated, no reason provided to the residents, the role is again vacant. A 5th contract gets executed late November 23 through December 25. This contract is with Ms. Herr after she had tendered her resignation 6 months earlier. This 5th contract doesn't specify hours. Rather, it reads she will devote sufficient time to the performance of her duties at an hourly rate of $43.25, not to exceed $90,722 per year. No reference to the normal business hours at the assessor's office are noted. This hourly rate is 15.3% higher than what Ms. Herr was earning less than a year earlier in December of 22. While normally this is an appointed position, the board hasn't defined the role requirements consistently, whether it's the hours in office or the expected number of hours, be it 30, 35, or sufficient. Has the management of the vacancy been done with the decisions that best serve the township residents, or are these decisions being made based on the board's personal preference and bias? How does the inconsistency in the expectations, as well as the vacancy in the role, impacting residents? How is it impacting the assessor's office staff? Will the board make changes to improve and make consistent their hiring practices, and will they share that with the township residents? Will they define the role requirements and hold all candidates to the same expectations? I don't have any expectation I'll get answers, but I want that on the record.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else care to speak? You're up.
Hi. Hello. I'm Michelle from unincorporated Forest Lake. It was not my intention to talk today, as it wasn't last meeting, but here I am. I did email some questions to Manager Ted and also Lucy, County Clerk. I did get a response from Ted, which I appreciated. I also called the office, and I was able to reach someone in the highway department, which was great. I don't think it was Mike. I think it was maybe Jeff. I wrote his name down. It's back in my notes. So thank you for answering my phone call and getting back to my phone call. I really appreciate that. I did not get a response from Lake County, or excuse me, here we are, Ela Township Clerk Lucy, which is okay. But I chose to spoke today because my fellow constituent spoke, and it is also on the topic of job descriptions. And as a professional, when I am hiring, I need a job description for applicants. And I need a job description when I'm referring to any kind of, I don't want to say disciplinary, but disciplinary, promotions, bonuses. I always refer back to the job description. So I think it is very important, again, this is my comment, no questions. I think it is very important that any kind of township office or any kind of township position has a defined job description. If you go into the corporate world, you'll find a job description. If you go into the nonprofit world, you'll find a job description. And that's something I'm very familiar with based on my professional background. So it is my public comment to please request a job description, not only for the Ela Township Clerk, but all positions that are paid and filled by constituents like myself. So that's my comment. And again, thank you all for your time and patience. Thank you everyone that serves our township. It's just comments and questions. And no matter what my tone of voice is or the volume of my voice, I'm always thankful for those that serve my community that I love. So thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, move on. Approval of board meeting minutes for December 14th, 2024. Can we have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Second.
Any corrections?
Just a minor change. On the second page, instead of senior center, it's community center.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
What I created was the senior center.
Currently, it's the community center.
Okay, so the roll, Lucy, we call the roll.
Okay, trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee Udick, trustee Sams,
Yes.
supervisor Pombey.
Yes.
Did you vote?
Trustee, did you,
I didn't hear my name.
oh, she did call your name, sorry.
Oh,
I'm
trying to
Trustee-
pronounce it. Oh, trustee Ufa DK. That's, I didn't hear my name, so yes.
Yeah, it's echoing in here, so we're moving the mics away and
Yeah.
it's still
Oh.
not coming through, sorry. It's
No.
really bad. Okay, so that approved, right? We're done? We voted?
Mhm.
Okay, sorry, I lost track for a minute here. Okay. Committee meeting minutes. We need a motion to accept the committee meeting minutes from the cemetery from September 14th.
So moved.
Second. Second.
Any questions, corrections? Okay, perfect. Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Trustee Wilhite,
Yes.
trustee Udick,
Yes.
trustee Sams,
Yes.
trustee Bowman,
Yes.
supervisor Pombey.
Yes. Okay, next is approval of the board audit from December 12th, 2023 to December 31st, 2023. The general town fund, $121,391.61. General assistance, $1,999.53. General road fund, $22,869.90. Permanent road fund, $48,222.36. Park maintenance fund, $5,346.08. Total cemetery fund, $1,289.79. Total for all funds, $201,119.27. Can we have a motion to approve the audit as read?
Motion. I'll second.
Any questions?
Yes.
Okay,
Page 1 of 4 of the expense run dates. Just the warrants, what are those again? Refresh my memory, the 11546,
you mean 549?
549.
That's money we get Those are personal property replacement taxes. That's money we get from the state, Mendoza, and we distribute that amongst the villages. It has to do with taxes collected for businesses.
Okay.
And then there's a percentage that we have to issue credits to, and we do it quarterly.
Okay. And then 13565 and 16565 is the 12-month radio monitoring for the Fox Valley security systems. So that's billed to the Health and Wellness and to the Assessor's Office, but there's no charge to the Administration Division.
There should be. Yep, it's there. 12 months radio monitoring, Fox Valley for $155.40. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 items from the bottom.
Okay, great, thank you.
Yes, we do split that bill up amongst all three departments.
And then the last question, and it's a minor one, is the Costco memberships. Is there just one Costco membership and everybody gets their own cards? Because it looks like everybody has their own Costco membership.
Everybody has their, no, it's a business membership.
Okay,
So it's $120 for the first and $60 for the second person.
okay,
And so the highway has two. They pay for two memberships. I think you pay for one or two.
okay.
One
I
comes
just
out of
wasn't sure.
community center, so it's one number, and it has all of our tax exempt numbers on the back,
Awesome,
and then we all have our pictures on them, so we all have to have one to do the shopping.
thank you.
Sure. Anybody else have questions on the audit? Okay, we had a motion and a second. Okay, Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Okay, trustee Bowman,
Yes.
trustee Ujoy, K,
Yes.
trustee Wilhite,
Yes,
trustee Sam,
Yes.
and supervisor Pomler.
Yes. Next is the monthly updates from elected officials and department heads. I have just one comment to make, actually two. In September of 2023, a lawsuit was filed by Mr. Kruckenberg against Clerk Prouty. Our court date was scheduled for Thursday, January 4th. The case against Clerk Prouty was dismissed based on the merits that indicated the township followed the law and filled the assessor position appropriately. For months, my board and I have had to listen to insults, name-calling, and et cetera about the horrible job we're doing, and not to mention how much our actions are costing the township's residents, when in fact, thanks to the ridiculous, frivolous lawsuit, has cost the residents a minimum of $5,600 in legal fees just for November. We have yet to receive the invoice for their recent work in December and January, and for their attendance in court last week. I just wanted to go on record for that. And again, thanks to the Highway Department, they spent 17 hours on Tuesday cleaning all the unincorporated roads, and hopefully they're rusted up a little bit and ready to hit the roads again tonight and all day tomorrow, I'm afraid. So that's if we get what they're saying we're gonna get. And so that's all I have for my comments. I think that's all I have right now. Clerk Prouty, any report?
Yeah, the general primary election is here, March 19th. I just want everybody to be aware, there will be no early voting here, which is usually 2 weeks before the main election day. The 2-week early voting will be at the Ela Library. Okay?
We will have just election day voting,
Yeah,
right?
just election day, right in this room.
Okay, trustee Bowman, any report?
Nothing.
Trustee Wilhoit?
nothing.
Okay, trustee Fadike?
Nothing.
Trustee Sams?
Likewise, nothing.
Go Cowboys?
Yeah, other than, yeah, go Cowboys.
All right, Director Dillon, any report?
Then there was one.
And then there was one, exactly.
Real quick, the only thing I will, two things I want to highlight. One, on the senior end of things, I know Jim wrote in the report in the board book how much of a trend towards younger seniors we're seeing, which we've kind of been discussing, and thanks to the database that we have, we can really see it in black and white. Just on the under 70 that, population that we're starting to really see a lot more of. We've noticed it especially in our events and our travel. So it's encouraging. And then on the youth end, you don't see a report in there because Joe was up to his eyeballs. He came in, came in
Late.
late, up to his eyeballs in winter break camp. So, knock on wood, it all went very well. And now, by next week, tonight actually is the school board meeting where they will vote for a finalized calendar for 24, 25. And so, as soon as that is finalized tonight, Joe will have the posting for spring break and summer break. Which is just crazy, so.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, and then within the next couple weeks, we'll be opening for next school year's Homer Club enrollment, so
All right.
that's all.
Great.
Thank you.
Any
We will
questions?
close tomorrow. There is
Yes.
no, any activities tomorrow at the community center. There'll be no Homer Club. The district is closed. We've gotten that notification.
And I should have reported also that our township has decided to close as well. We work a short day tomorrow. Oh, I'm sorry, I took Ted's report. Yeah, we work a short day on Friday as it is, and with the weather, the way they're predicting, we'll see. If it doesn't snow, I'm in trouble, but it is what it is. Decision's been made. So, all right, thank you. Township manager, you're up. Go ahead, you can repeat it. The old news.
So the one thing now I have to report on, in addition to my board report, is a few months ago, I spoke in regards to a error in processing our payroll tax liabilities through the IRS. We were fined $2,600 because of my clerical error. I contested that error, and we heard back from the IRS. They agreed with me, and so we were reimbursed in full, minus some administrative fees. So I'm happy to report we got that money back. So again, I apologize to the board for that mistake. And then, yeah, we're closed tomorrow. Breaking news.
I have a question for you. You're out at the end of the month. Who's going to be handling FOIAs?
Jessica, she's the only, after Jessica.
Okay. And she'll be here every day that you usually are here?
Yeah, she's scheduled to work. I mean,
Okay.
If she misses a day or two, we do have the ability to extend through FOIA an additional 5 days. So
Okay, just want to make sure that was
yeah, no,
covered.
yeah, it's gonna be monitored.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Easy enough.
Okay, thank you. All right, move on to new business. Intergovernmental agreement by and between Fremont Township Road District, Ela Township Road District, and Wakanda Township Road District. Can we get a motion to approve the IGA?
Motion to approve. Can I ask one question?
As soon as we have a second.
Okay.
I'll second it. I have questions as
I know
well.
you probably have the same ones. There's no date.
Well, there's more. Go ahead, Doug.
Historically, when we've done these with these townships, are the percentages what we're seeing in here as far as who's sharing what costs always the same?
No.
So
I
what?
think this is the first IGA that we have collectively between these three entities.
Oh, okay, okay.
Good, they usually have been separate. This is the first time we had three together.
Okay.
There were sometimes like we'll buy a piece of equipment, but we'll let other communities or municipalities or townships use the equipment. But this time, because of the expense of this unit, 3 townships shared the cost. It just wasn't equal. And it was based on the percentage of use that was gonna be seen, and how much Ela would use it, Fremont would use it, and Wakanda would use it the least amount.
Okay.
So that's why they came up with that number. to
Okay.
share.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so that's it for you, Doug,
Oh.
for now?
I'm good.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lori?
Section 4A, it's missing the date. It says period commencing on,
Wait a minute, let me get there, I'm sorry. 4A.
page 2, 4A,
Oh,
initial
yes.
term of renewal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have a date where it starts, and then under terms, same thing, B2,
B2.
it's underneath it, still on page 2.
Determination?
It says, that is just a little unclear, initial term and any renewal term served upon other parties less than 12 months. There's, I don't know, that looked a little strange to me, but,
Well, the attorney,
okay.
our attorney did review it.
Then just the last thing is on page 4, Ela Township Road District, the email for Ela Township is incorrect.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
Those are my changes.
I know the date's not on here. We were given this to approve in December,
Right, that's what I
but it
figured.
was missing documentation, so we couldn't approve it. So I don't believe, and I reached out to Fremont Township, and they haven't approved it yet either, so we're gonna date this January 1st as of right now, 2024, unless I hear differently.
Okay,
And that same would go to page 2 then,
okay,
okay?
thank you.
Any other questions? All right, I'll get that org changed. That probably goes for the other ones as well. And then I'll ask about section 4B.
Yeah,
Two.
it's just about the termination. It doesn't have a value on, it just, if you could just take a look at that or have them take a look at it. It's just a little foggy.
Okay. All right. So we have a motion to approve and a second,
As amended with
as
January.
amended, with dates and whatever. Okay,
Mhm.
good. As seen fit. Okay, Lucy, we call the roll?
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Udike?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes,
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Supervisor Pondratt?
Yes. Okay. Last but not least, I don't have any reason to go into executive session. So move on to consideration to approve executive session minutes. I would like to have a motion to approve the September 14th and 20th, October 12th and 25th, and November 9th and 28th, 2023 closed session minutes for content but not for release.
Motion. I'll second.
I made a bunch of changes yesterday.
Yes, I should say as amended.
Okay. As amended, yes. Okay.
Okay. Minutes for content and amended but not for release. Okay, got it. Lucy, will you call the roll?
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Udike?
Abstain.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes.
Supervisor Pondratt?
Yes.
And when will those be available as revised? Just,
Well, if we don't get snowed in, I'll have them done on Tuesday
okay, just next couple weeks.
for the next meeting.
All right. Seeing nothing else on the agenda, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Which one wants it?
Larry can.
I think we should say it all at once.
Are you gonna second it?
Yeah.
Second, yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Udike?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Supervisor Pondratt?
Yes, don't lose this.
No.
Okay. Motion adjourned.